Hello fire signs, Barbara here with your full moon reading for the 17th of January 2022. The deck I've chosen for you is the Robin Wood Tarot deck, and the card that I've drawn is the Hierophant. So it's a major arcana. So this is quite an important time for you. This is also a very important time for you to think about what you want to create in your life. And the whole point with creation, you have to learn that part. You have to study it. You know, it's not just suddenly going to appear in you. You know, you've got to do something to actually bring it forward. And the whole point of the Hierophant, it's all about tradition. So traditional learning and being part of a group. So if it's something, say, to do with your career and you want to get promotion or you want to change jobs, or, you know, you're really thinking long term, this is a really, really good time to look into it and start it. But you have to look into it very, very carefully, because this is a long-term commitment. I'm not on about between now and the next full moon. This could be going on for a year, possibly longer. But the very, very long-term benefits will really help you. Now, I'm not on about just about careers. This is something that, you know, perhaps you've always wanted to learn. I know it's just taking that. See, you've always wanted to learn knitting. Well, you can't learn knitting in one day. And you need really someone to teach you. Learn it from books. But it's better to be someone in a group. Join some sort of group, you know, so you're all together and you're all learning. There's somebody there who can pass on their experience to you and give you the pros and the cons of things that could actually happen while you're doing this new project. And I like the word project, because to me, learning is a project. You know, it's about thinking ahead and actually enjoying it, and then pushing through. When you get to that point, you think, oh, I have no idea what this is about. I'm completely confused. That's when you need people around you and to actually help you on that path. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be something for business. It could be something for pleasure. Who knows? You might want to learn plastering or something. Perhaps you've just bought a house that needs completely refurbishing and you're thinking, oh, I have to pay all this money out. Well, perhaps it'd be cheaper to learn how to plaster it yourself or whatever. Do you see where I'm coming from? And this is a prime time because your head's in the right place to do it. The only thing I will say about this is don't be embroiled into it too much. So remember, you can leave at any point. The only thing with the Hierophant, hopefully you can see it all there, is that sometimes it can be a little bit controlling. So don't let it take over your life. I must do this, I must do this. You know, be very, how can I put this, you know, clever in your time around it. You know, set out, say, perhaps Monday afternoons or Monday evenings or something like that. Set time each week or each month to do it, but give yourself breathing space in between, because it can actually, you can burn yourself out. You're a fire card, you know. Don't burn yourself out. You've got to learn to enjoy it. If you put too much in, you're liable to step away from it, and you'll never get to that point where you want to be with it in a year's time, 2 years' time, and things like that. So learning is the key, but also learning how to utilize your time properly. So this is also a good time to start, you know, get yourself a diary. I know we're already in January and a lot of us have diaries already, but actually think, plan ahead. You're not always good at planning, are you? You think, oh, I'm going to do this next week, and then fizzle, oh, I'm a fire sign, I'm going to go off and do something else now. You know, this is about you actually making the time to do this. That's going to help you long term. So whether it's to do with work or whether it's to do with, you know, personal things or anything like that, it's something you can learn. And for some bizarre reason, I'm going to say for a lot of you, this is a good time to learn things like how to counsel people, or perhaps, and this is just, it's really strange, it's just popped in my head, perhaps join something like the Samaritans to help other people, but you can't just step in to become a Samaritan. You know, you need training. And long term, it will really help you, and it will give you that amazing knowledge that you're helping other people in the long run. So, you know, it's a win-win situation on all aspects. Superb time. And this is, because it's a major arcana, it's so perfectly poised for you to just grab it and bring it into your home, your heart and your mind, and to benefit from it long term. I see it on a personal basis, or even, you know, in a financial basis, perhaps if you make a career of it or something like that. You know, but it's this structure that you have to have. You don't have a lot of structure at the moment, and you need to get that into your life to actually help create this wonderful future for you. If you keep going off at tangents, it ain't going to work, is it? And yes, you've got ties and things like that, but sit down, think about it. How can you make sure that every third Thursday in a month or whatever is the time for you to do what you want to do? Even it means shutting the door in the bedroom and studying up there, or doing something, or, you know, paying for something. Because when you pay for something, except when it comes to a gym, of course, because a lot of people pay for gyms and they go once and they never go again, I think. But something, when you've paid for something, you're more likely to do it. And it gives you that, I know it sounds silly, an excuse to put other people off. I'm sorry, I've paid for this, I've got to go. Oh, fine. But if it's voluntary, then people say, oh, well, it's only voluntary. It's not going to, oh, it doesn't matter if you miss 1 week. And then the next week comes, oh, I know you missed last week. Why don't you know, come out with us, you know, oh, I really want to come down and see you. No, I'm sorry. I've got a course that I've booked for and paid for. I'm going. Really nice time for you at the moment. You're in that, you're like a sponge, bringing in knowledge, but you do need that structure to actually keep you under control, because you're a fire sign and you're just going to go off somewhere else and do something. So make the most of it. Start thinking what you really want to learn, what you've always wanted to learn. So whether it's hobby or anything, it doesn't matter. Now is the time to set things in motion and do what you want to do. Enjoy the time. Take a little bit of time to figure out what you want to do, and then go for it. Why not? Speak to you soon. Bye for now.